something we can do to help? Like, if I gave you my wiener, would that save your son's life?
It's finally DanDaDan Thursday, fellas. I don't know why I'm saying this, considering y'all are probably seeing this on a Monday, but I've been tweaking for this next episode, and I can't lie, it's been a rough week. Regardless, we've got quite a few interesting things I need to talk about in the recent episodes in my video, so I'm gonna stop yapping because I know y'all are fed up with it already, and I'm just gonna start talking about the episode. This episode starts a few minutes after the Halloween incident, and I'm not even surprised anymore about what this show throws at us every episode, because why is the school nurse a super freak? This room feels more like a BDSM dungeon than a nurse's office. But hey, I'm not mad at it. One more fine shit in this show means more enjoyment for me. I might bet I was on some freak shit. That's my fault. Anyways, the freaky nurse leaves in order to whip a teacher because DanDaDan is the ultimate show for freaks, but I digress. We finally see the initial reactions to the incident once she leaves, and as expected, they are embarrassed, except for Okarun, because Okarun knows his owl won't be getting bullied anymore after being called naked with both the finest shits in school. And all I'ma say is, game's game. After a bit of yapping, Ira's friends abduct her and bring her back to class, and all I'ma say is that they are stronger than me. If you catch me in school buck booty naked, you're never seeing me again. But now that Momo and Ken are alone, he can finally explain the whole Ira situation. He said he just wanted to look cool in front of Momo, and I can't lie, this shit's cute as hell, man. What can I say? Ken and I are legit the same person though, because as soon as he makes direct eye contact with the fine shit, he looks away. I've never seen anything more relatable in my life. On a real note though, a lot of the star of this episode is yapping, and you just gotta enjoy that. Seeing normal interactions between characters. I mean, my favorite episode was episode 5, which didn't add much to the plot, but I liked it because of the slice of lifestyle, and it gives off relaxing vibes, if you know what I mean. It's normal for people to like these moments. Like, for example, most One Piece fans' favorite moments is when the Straws are just chilling on the ship between arcs interacting with one another. Getting on with the episode though, Momo's friends just go out to the caution, and I'm not gonna lie, she got some real ass friends. They be friends. And when Ira goes back to class, just when everyone starts blaming Momo for the events, Ira fetches up for the whole slut life she created on Momo, and she leaves the classroom. They meet outside again and talk for a little bit, and this is where the episode goes from filler to plotline. And I'm starting to understand the DanDaDan recipe. Every time a new development in the story is about to begin, there's always some freaky shit. Cause the alien who is somehow not dead arrives, and
nothing much, my nigga just came back from one of the Diddy parties.
Shan, you should have been there. It was thick and balls everywhere, Shan.
I'm not sure what happened between the time we last seen Mike and now, and I still don't know how his ass didn't die. But he must have been sent to the Diddy party, cause how is he gonna pull up in white liquids? Anyways, Mike collapses and immediately starts crying, and we get a mini flashback where we see Mike saying goodbye to his son until he wakes up at the home base of shenanigans and is all bandaged up. Mike starts crying and apologizing as no one has ever given him proper medical attention, and they even give him a meal, and at this point, I can see Mike turning into an actual character in the show. I've always fucked heavy with Mike ever since he entered the show, as the Serpos are just too freaky even for me, and whilst Godzilla was cool, bro's just a straight up op for everyone, so it's difficult to like him. I've been vibing with Mike since the start because bro's rapping was fire, and he gave me a few chuckles along the way, and now that I know that when he was fighting, he was just rapping his son's name to remember what he was fighting for, that's peak character writing. Getting back onto the episode though, there's a brawl that happens when everyone's eating, which is classic DanDaDan stuff, and at last we get an explanation about the whole son situation, and yeah, I'm not even gonna try saying Mike's son's name because I've tried saying it before and I keep fucking it up. Anyways, Mike's son has this condition where that when he pees or poops, all the blood in his body just leaves, so he needs to get a daily blood transfusion. And listen, if you're wondering how all the blood leaves his body when he shits, I don't fucking know, man. This show's confusing. You gotta just learn to stop questioning it. He just pisses blood is my best example. So Mike's son's medical condition requires a lot of money, and because their race is known for being strong, they are usually hired as bodyguards. But the problem is that Mike is weak, so it's tough for him to make money because he's weaker than most of his race. His wife died from the same condition too, by the way, because he was too weak. Few comments before we move on is that 1, Mike's backstory is sad as hell, and number 2, Mike's race looks sick as fuck. I hope they show more of it someday because these guys look tough. Anyways, because Mike needs money, Okarun comes up with the genius idea to
Is there something we can do to help? Like, if I gave you my wiener, would that save your son's life?
At this point, Kenny is just a prostitute. He whips it out at any inconvenience. Bro just casually offered up his meat for compensation with no plans on how to get it back. The only reason he didn't allow them freaky ins to get it now is because he wouldn't have gotten money for it. At least bro's riz is working cause the Ira offered to get his meat back if he sold it cause she is all over Kenny. Anyways, just as Mike is about to leave, hey you, your blood stinks like shit. Mima, don't say that, be nice. Shut up. Hold on, let me smell you real quick. Just like that. Drink this. Huh, milk? It's a shit right for blood! Huh, really? At first I thought he was a Diddy victim, but then I smelled you up close and realized it smelled like milk. So yeah, milk ended up being the blood of Mike's race, and I'm glad because I originally thought that he was a victim of the diddler, but it turns out bro was just bleeding out, if that makes it any better. Anyways, turns out G-Ma Psycho knows a dairy farmer in the area and told him to give a cow to Mike, and then my only two questions is, first of all, how did nobody notice Mike's ship? Second of all, how the hell are you telling me Mike is broke with a baller ass ship like this? Makes no sense to me. Anyways, they are back at begging Psycho for new uniforms, and long story short, she'll buy them uniforms for Okaru and Ira, and she'll buy one for Momo if she does an impression of this famous actor, and she answers the door in an impression, and then
Hey, Momo.
oh nah, Ken is cooked. He probably thought it was smooth sailing, because he was the only guy with two fine shits. But now, Gigi is in the scene, and it's looking bad for Kenny. Gigi got her blushing on the spot. Granny Psycho, what?
I didn't care anymore.
Excuse me for my diabolical actions, my fellow watchers. Anyways, Psycho revealed probably the worst information Okurun could hear. She reveals that Gigi is Momo's first love. And judging by Ken's reaction, yeah, he knows he's cooked. That's where the episode ends off, and I'm not sure if we're gonna see an arc at this point because there's like 2 episodes left. But I guess we just gotta let the producers cook. And I think I'm seeing where this is going because Momo just had her jealousy arc between Ken and Ira. So now I guess it's Kenny's turn to feel jealousy. Anyways, in conclusion, Granny Psycho.